Mwah. Good motherfucking evening and welcome to Club Kottontale. I'm Amber motherfucking Lewis and we are gonna play some more of this awesome motherfucking game called What Remains of Edith Finch. So, I have played the game from beginning to end. Um, when you first play the game, like the very, very first time, this family tree is completely empty. Um, Now, when I did my first playthrough, I'd love to say that I filled the tree up, but I didn't. I'm going to be completely honest because that's the way I am. Dawn and Edie, which are the mother and great-grandmother of the character that you're playing as, I did not come across those. When you finish it, it automatically fills the book up, so it has Dawn and Edie in it, but I'm hoping in this replay to obviously come across theirs naturally. Um, like, if I wanted to, I could go to replay story, and it will let me replay any of the stories, including Dawn or Edie. But I've never seen those, so we're going to just do a 100% new game. I'm super excited. Um, it should be interesting. I also want to explore more because the first time around we just kind of like, we went this way, then that way, then, you know, so on and so forth. And this time around I want to do some backtracking. Like, it's a pretty fast game, but I want to like extensively explore now that we've, you know, been through it once beforehand. I also did this with Until Dawn. After we had done our blind as fuck run, I redid it and it was super fucking fun. I almost just like wrecked everything in front of me. You can't see it, but I have a table that has like my weed on it, fucking a grinder that's open, a bowl that's loaded, fucking my controller, which would have been so loud if it hit the floor, and then my cell phone. Like, almost everything just went crashing down.
You over here swinging wild elbows?
Yeah, I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. Fucking throw them bowls, like, seriously. But, yeah, it is just about 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome. I'm really, really excited. We're in a Toka Bowl first, and then we're going to get right into it. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm like, this game was so much, it was just so fun. Let's see, it's the 26th of May. Oh, it is May 26th, 2019, and I want to say happy motherfucking birthday to my Mermie. I love you, Mermie. You are 29, of course. I love you so much. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
From all of us to you, we wish it was our birthday so we can party too. Happy birthday, may all your dreams come true. We wish it was our birthday so we can party too. Hey.
Thank you, Justin motherfucking Lewis. Oh, that was awesome. Ooh, Underworld Goddess. What's you sneaking in for? What's you sneaking
I only
in
know
for?
that because Emperor's New
Yeah.
A treasured classic, if I may say so myself.
I'm just saying, I love you, Underworld Goddess, but girl, for reals? Holy fuck, that's really fucking cool, man. I like want to say congratulations, even though it's been 13 years. 13 years on this day. Hashtag money graduated high school, baby. That's so cool. It's my mom's birthday. May 26th is my mom's birthday. May is so full of birthdays. So here's it goes. 19th, my husband's birthday. 20th, she used to be one of my best friends, but she's more of an acquaintance now. Her birthday. The 25th, one of my soul sisters and best friend, Nicole Ioli, birthday. Today, the 26th, my mother's birthday. And that's just off the top of my head. There's also another of my soul sissy. Her birthday is May 8th, which is also shared with my soul sister's niece. Crazy, right? Like, oh wow, I remember because it was also my then friend's birthday. Girl, talk about like what is it, 6 layers of separation or some shit, when it's like close but not. That's so crazy. So, since I have played this game, I know that by hitting new game, it's not going to be like detrimental. Like, I can sit and smokable where it's not on this family tree. I did want to have this family tree up because the whole point of this game is about this family, the Finches. Fun fact, pretty much everyone dies. It's just crazy. But, new game. Are you sure? This will erase your current saved data. Yes. Yes, I am sure. I think that means that we won't be able to replay a story, but that's okay, because we're hoping to find Edie and Dawn by ourselves. We found everyone else. I must have had a panic attack. Maybe one of them was, like, there was some stairs right outside of Barbara's room. We didn't go up those stairs. Maybe one of them was up there. Who knows? We're about to find out, though. Let's do it. Are you ready for this?
You're going into all cash. You're like, this person died, this person died.
I know, right? When the first time I'm like... But, I'm not gonna spoil it other than the whole, like, the obvious of the dead people, because if you were looking at that fucking family tree, you may or may not have noticed they had a birth date and a death date. So unless you don't know how that works, then you already knew that a lot of people died. So it wasn't like a huge spoiler. Like, I don't know, I just think it would be fun. Like, I don't want to spoil people that may be watching this, you know what I mean? Unless they ask me a question, I'm going to answer it. But I'm not just going to be like, so this, and this. I will say, it says Puget Sound on this, I think, journal, right? It says Puget Sound, that's in Washington State, where I live, where marijuana is 100% legal for anyone over the age of 21. But yeah, this is how the game starts. How cool is this, right? Oh, no tutorial, just boom, that's how it starts. First time I played, I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was legit confused when I was asking my husband, I was like, is this getting further away? Which it does, but I was like, is this getting further away? He's like, no, look at the H, it's lined up with the mountains, and then like all of a sudden it was gone. He's like, well, it was disappearing.
Yeah, Fuck it.
I cried so hard at the end.
Why not?
Exactly, babe, why not? Like, I cried so hard at the end. I cried a lot during this game, to be completely honest. Yeah, how beautiful. How beautiful. Washington State is such a beautiful. Almost went off on a supervisor at work today. Oh, fuck them. So, prerequisite, me and Underworld Goddess, our best fucking friend, she's my goddamn soul sister. I love her so much. And I trust that when she says that she almost went off on a supervisor, that, like, her supervisor was out of line. Like, fuck that supervisor. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but they were out of line.
So let's slap her ass and such a good. Like, oh, let's...
Yeah, dude, man, I remember the first time. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So, like, I hit here, and I went to new game because I was so confused. And by the way, it just starts it all over again, back on the boat. But as you can see, when you start a new game, it's all empty, you know? I'm excited. I'm so excited. This game is... I still cannot believe that this is a free game. Like, how? Thank you. Thank you to the people who made it this possible.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna start at the beginning with the house.
The supervisor and I do not get along because she does not use her brain. Yeah. I've met a lot of supervisors like that. You know what I fucking hate? So I used to have this supervisor. Let's fucking walk and talk. Well, maybe we can't do too much walking and talking. So this is not a blind as fuck run. I've played this game once. The only two people that we did not locate their story was Dawn and Edie. So we're going to set out to find that. But I don't want to walk too much because she'll start talking again. I just want us to be able to see the beautiful house that's in the background. So I had this supervisor that would complain about people who stop and talk with people and aren't working really hard. And she would always praise me for saying, you know, I work really hard and I make sure that I strive to make it to where we get out on time. And she would say this, but then she would also be one of the people that would just be standing lollygalling with all of the people she talked about how they would do that, and they'd just be gabbing, and I'd be like running around like my head's cut off trying to make sure the store's clean so we can fucking get out on time. And they'd just be like just fucking leaning on some fucking shit instead of cleaning it. Like, you got time to lean, you got time to clean. I sound like my grandmother. I'm scheduled for 1. You shouldn't be making some of the container at 11. Oh my goodness. Seriously. Yeah, that's... Dang. Dude, that's nutso. Like, you're scheduled till 1, but take your lunch at 12:35 because I need you to fucking cover a lunch or a break or whatever. That's stupid. Oh, Jesus. And the best part is she just sits in her office or walks around annoying people. Yeah, she sounds exactly like my previous fucking supervisor. I should say supervisor.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
So beautiful. So beautiful. And the first time I played this, so when you play this game, every single time you get into the game, you're going to need to come in here and just put these exactly the way that you want them. I'm going to have my sound effects be down where my dialect is. When I first played this, my brightness was like here. So I was looking at shit, and it seemed so fucking dark and ominous, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god, like, oh, you know what? Like, oh my gosh. And then there's parts of the game that are really fucking dark and you can't see shit. So it's like, I just recommend putting it exactly how you want it. Make it easier on yourself, you know what I mean? Because see, now, we can fucking see things, like, way better, like, the house. The first, trying to learn the controls, oh my god, I'm so glad they have things like, open this mailbox thing, type of thing. Like, open the journal, because, like, straight up. Also, spoiler alert, we didn't learn this, like, till later, because I was like, I looked down and I didn't even do anything. I was like, oh, can you see her feet? I was like, no, you can't. And I was like, oh, wait, yeah, you can. When she's walking. I didn't even think she's fucking pregnant. Because she is. Spoiler alert. Like, it was funny, like, I was halfway through and I was like, whoa, I bet you this bitch is pregnant. Like, and I go to my husband, I'm like, I think she's pregnant. He's like, looking, he's like, oh yeah, that's definitely a pregnant belly. And then, like, shortly after she says she's pregnant, I was just like, oh my gosh. So fucking crazy, right? Ugh. Anyways.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
So I get to listen to the story this time.
You do? Yeah, Justin, first time around I had my headset on because I want to be able to hear everything. So this time around he'll actually be able to hear the story, which is fun for him.
Since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Haven't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. Spoiler, Lewis's death is fucking crazy. Honestly, all the deaths are pretty crazy. Look how beautiful this waterfall is, though. Alright, girl, I'll see you when you get back. This is so beautiful. Honey, doesn't this look exactly like the creek at Multnomah Falls? When you come across the first little bridge? It does. There's a bridge that looks almost identical to this, you guys.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
We know what it unlocks. It actually unlocks quite a few things. But literally in Multnomah Falls, it's a place in Oregon, there's a bridge just like this with a little waterfall that looks damn near identical to this. This is so fucking cool. So cool. I'm gonna take a bowl by this. Good motherfucking evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. So, we're going to be playing quite a long time this evening. It's going to be amazing.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The mystery is enough to bring me back. So this game was so much fun the first time I played it around. I'm really looking forward to doing this, playing it again. I look forward to anyone that may be here with me when it's live, whether you're lurking or incognitoly watching or chatting with me, or maybe you're tuning in when it's posted content. Either way, thank you. So the first time we did it, we went this way. We were like, oh, there's two ways. This way looks like the way they want us to go, and this way is the beaten path. We went this way, and it was wonderful. This time, we're going this way. Also, it says the Finches. I like how it has the finches on top of it, the bird.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
No one has driven this way. Oh, this is a road. Oh. Oh, look, a deer. Or elk, maybe? Oh, it ran off. So fucking cool. Dude, you can see the pathway down there. Dude, that pathway down there, there's so many different ways you can go.
The truth
Okay, so...
even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
So literally this is the road that takes you directly to the house. Okay, cool. So we're gonna actually walk back on it, because that's what I figured. When I first played it, welcome back. When I first played it, I was like, this is probably the way they want us to go. We're gonna go down the other way. So this literally is just like the way that cars go. This drives to the house. I want to go the fun path, because there's some directions that take us fun ways. So, and I haven't been down those ways. But we now know where this takes us. And I did mention at the beginning, I'll try to mention it frequently, that we'll be backtracking, because I just want to really just see everything that I can. Okay, so that makes sense. We were walking on this, which is, it's a road. It's the road to the house, and that's the way you drive, and this is the footpath. And this is the way we went the first time, but when we came to this fork in the road, we went right, which was actually, we had Underworld got to choose for us at that time, because I had chosen the first one, and I went left. And I was like, I was going to go left again. I was like, you know what? You choose. And she chose right, but this time we're going to go left. Oh, must not be anything. Oh. Oh, it's still letting us go. So cool. Flyers. Lots of flyers. Maybe it's just a dead end. No, okay, cool, it's just a dead end. You never know till you go, though. And that's why I wanted to come this way. So it's just a beautiful little dead end. Cool. So let's go back this way. So cool, just a fun forest. Oh, we didn't go down this the last time.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we didn't miss anything. Although I am glad we're coming through here again with it brighter, because it's beautiful. This is so peaceful. Alright, now... Dude, do you remember how fucking dark this was? Oh my god, it was like so dark. Now I can actually see what the fuck is over here, you know, kind of. Still pretty dark and, you know, back in there, but...
The house was exactly like I remembered it. The way I'd been thinking about it.
So we're just going to look at this for a while, because once we kind of like get into the house, you don't really get to see this again. Holy shit.
If you get to the pool where you see the house in the water, let me know, because I didn't see that.
Yeah. Honestly, we probably will get to that tonight. Oh shit, it's 7:20. That means it's 4:20 somewhere. Oh, that's booty. I ain't hitting booty for fucking 4:20 somewhere. All of a sudden, I have to tinkle real bad. I don't know what that is, but I'm not gonna just pee myself, so I will be back. Oh my. Pee shiver. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh.
to go trying to pull some energy.
Do you like Justin motherfucking Lewis, my husband? He's silly. Okay, now I feel so much better. I hate when that happens. Like, you just all of a sudden, like, I have to fucking piss. Alright, so if you're just now tuning in this motherfucking moment, welcome to Club Kottontale. Hi, how you doing? I'm Amber motherfucking Lewis. I'm a Sagittarius established in 1986. I'm just an all-around moist motherfucker, and I live my life no shame. We are playing What Remains of Edith Finch. This is our second playthrough. The Blind as Fuck run was crazy. It's all in one little folder. Hopefully including the second one, which was crazy, but...
What Remains of Edith Finch? Corpse. So that's it?
It's nutso. And before I went to use the restroom, I mentioned that we were definitely just kind of staring at this house for a moment, because once we get inside the house, you don't really get an exterior vision of the house like this. You kind of get to see it from the backside, but it's at night, so you don't really get to see it. I'd love to say that she falls through something, but the house is weirdly sound for being this. Girl, I don't know. Why do our bodies need sleep to help us to function? Isn't that like the age-old story? Like, I have an energy drink, which I should have grabbed before I sat down, to be honest, but because I want to play for like it's only 7:24. I plan on playing till like 10, maybe 10:30, like my time. So three and a half hours. I'm so excited. We played for.
Get a little LFMAO up in here. Red Bull and vodka.
Nah, I'm good. I'll stick to my Schweeds, okay? My marijuanas. And we're toking on some green crack. Brought to you by Main Street Marijuana from Legends. That's the brand. So weird that there's marijuana brands now. And has been for a while. Oh my goodness. Alright. Gosh. It's so weird looking at the house after you've, like, I've been in that weird little booby nipple looking thing, this thing. Like, let's just rub it for good luck. Come on, let's get real close. Real close. Yeah. Yeah, just rub it. Like, and then we went all the way up to the tippity tip top. The tippity tip tip top. It's crazy. It is fucking crazy.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Yeah, afraid of the motherfucking house. It's crazy. I could not fucking live in this thing. Like, no fucking way. What we got here? Gary's potting mix. I hate that it never lets me sit down. Like, I just wanna, can't we just sit our pregnant ass down and fucking...
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
I'm so afraid.
I was so fucking afraid to look in this thing the first time. Like, petrified is the good word to use. Like, I literally was petrified. I don't like looking in things like this. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? That's why I'm glad that this is our second time through. The first time was fucking, ooh. So pretty. God damn, that's got some fucking hella detail up in it. And I did put all the Blind as Fuck run in one folder, so it's accessible. And I'll put these one in a separate one. Orca's Island is where they are. That's what these little waste management containers say. Recycle, reuse. Wait. Recycle, reduce, reuse. Through the doggy door we go.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
Hey, 420. How you doing? That's awesome. Penis gave me 420. Thank you, Dick. Give me lots of things. Gives me pleasure. Gave me my daughter. Gave me this 420. What? I don't get to go back through the doggy door? Okay, so that's something that's different. The first time I did this, she heard a noise from inside the garage, which made it so ominous, like... I wonder if that will affect... Kitty poo.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
So much better with the bright all the way up. This was so fucking dark, you guys. It's seriously, they purposely do that to add a creep factor.
There were just memories of one.
Finch Family Cemetery. Yeah, we get to see that. This shit's crazy. Okay. And there's two of these sort of things that I'm missing, because I'm missing...
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh my god, Molly the cat. Dude, seriously.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Even with the backtracking, I'm probably going to play quicker than I ever really play.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone.
It's not my first time.
Furniture.
First time that I played, I was so scared. Where what? Where what? Hashtag. My dear sweet hashtag money. What you mean?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
I couldn't. I'll take care of my mother. I'll take care of my mother-in-law. Shit, I'll take care of Justin's grandma if I have to. That's my daughter's freaking great-grandma and grandma's, like, and my mom and mother-in-law. And I consider, you know, Justin's grandma my grandma-in-law. Is that what that would be?
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile, too many teeth.
Penis, where? You're so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm so fucking slow sometimes. That's how it's supposed to be. Penis, where? Over there. Where's over there?
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
That's so fucking cool. And you get to see the house, the original one, in more than one way. It's so fucking cool. But how cool is that they took the bricks from the original house to build this house? But also, look at this. So, I know that when we looked at the house from the outside, it looked crazy with all that shit on top, but try to imagine what it would look like with all that stuff not there. It looked like, it's creepy that they basically built the exact same house. According to Pink, Mummy being the one that take care of them, because I know my sisters shouldn't be in charge. Honestly, if I had to choose, I think we would probably have the same answer, because, you know, out of the three of you, I think we both know who would be first and who would be last, and ergo, who would be, actually, it's pretty much the order that you guys are in. Huh. Weird. But not weird at the same time. Dude, it's so much better with the brightness. This was all so dark. Which I apologize, like, since I don't, like, do this to make money or whatever, I guess, like, I don't pay attention to, like, oh, is the music above my voice? Can you see shit? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, it's fine for me, and that's all I care about. And I'm like, I'm talking to this person, so obviously they can hear me, like, but, Okay, well, I haven't seen any little gleamy, glammy sort of thingies yet. We're still making our way through.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
No, it doesn't. Oh, Barbara, so cute.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara Finch. So fucking cool. Okay, that's where I came from. Okay. I was like, what's that?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Yeah, he's missing, and we never came across it. When I first played it, we never came across a explanation.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
So many things.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Oh, man. I think I got everything downstairs. I'm like meticulously looking for these little gleamy things now. Because, like I said, we were missing Dawn and Edie. So pretty.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Yeah, the peepholes are fucking creepy. Molly, 1937?
Molly always seemed like a
1947.
girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Yeah. If. If only. Sven, Hofstede Finch, 1915 to 1964. Edie, 1970 to 2010. Oh, so cute.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Ugh. So this one, Gregory, 1976 to 1977. Had a horrible tan attack. It was crazy to fucking play. And it also gave us a wonderful fucking block. So when we get to that portion of the story, I'm not going to have it in a Club Kottontale meeting. I'll literally do it offline and then come back. I actually kind of prefer it that way. If you're able to view that second video, feel free to watch it, and feel free to see me have a horrible crying fit because Mama couldn't handle it. It just affected me in such a way.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Just thinking about it, man. Calvin and Sam. Door says Calvin, 1950 to 1961. So many young ages.
My Grandpa Sam spent
1,
7
10,
years
11.
sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
What the fuck? Could you imagine that? Sharing a room with your fucking dead goddamn sibling, like, for 7 years? Fuck that, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. What am I gonna say? Fuck that.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin. So basically, she's telling the story of her family. So, we learn that Odin is Edie's father, and Edie is her great-grandmother. So Odin would have been her great-great-grandfather. You know, it's so fucking cool. This game is called What Remains of Edith Finch. I will say, if you suffer from, like, anxieties similar to mine or of your own, go in very gingerly, because you're going to get triggered quite often. I did, and I can guarantee if you suffer from some kind of anxiety, some portion of this game is going to get you going, because it's so in-depth, and, like, even now, I had a slight dizzy spell just now thinking about the game, because it's that in-depth and it's that fucking good. Like, it makes you feel shit. Like, fucking feel it.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
She was a child star, 1944 to 1960. Her story was so fucking crazy. Her room is crazy cool. This house is like a fucking labyrinth. It's just wicked.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Of course. My friend Bigfoot, Barbara Finch. The beautiful book area that I just want to fucking sit in, man. Just want to sit in it all.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
So fucking cool. I love how each room is
Louis
themed.
told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Mwah. I love you, Underworld Goddess. You are so beautiful. I love you. Sleep hopefully well. Cheers. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I haven't had a Red Bull in a while. It tastes exactly how I remember it. Thank you so much. Thousand Leagues Under the Sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Chapter 1.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
links under the sea. Chapter 1.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Start under the water. You gotta start
Her brother Milton.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Oh, Milton. Where the hell are ya? He's missing, but...
It's in the old well.
So cool. I'm so glad this is so much brighter. The first time we did this, it was dark as shit. And it was...
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Shit. We don't remember this.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh my god, that's so fucking cute. Oh, see, I knew there was going to be a few things that I had missed, and that's why I was so excited to do a second playthrough. This is so adorable. Molly made her gerbil like this whole entire little like house maze thing in the drawer.
And she poisoned berries because she's an idiot.
Yeah, well. Molly.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Oh man, this game is all about these creepy shrines. Tell you what.
And the house has been there for how long? Those shrines are still there. It's like...
Yeah, she hasn't been back in 7 years, like, and all the fucking shrines.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Oh, dude, she probably spent so much time. This is her daughter, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, firstborn. Like, and she only lived to be fucking 10. Oh man, pop your guys' don't pop your Molly, because we're about to fucking basically do that when we go into that goddamn book. It becomes crazy. Like I can't I can't even. It gets so crazy. Okay, let's do this shit. Oh, she has a fucking whole little sciencey thing. See, I wish the first time around I'd turn up the brightness. I've mentioned it a few times that these options are all out of whack. Like the brightness is halfway, just and it makes everything so dark and ominous. Like it's just good to set all this exactly how you want it. Every single time, unfortunately. Whoa, where's the sun coming from? Huh? Making sure there's nothing else. Because, like, we hadn't, you know, we somehow missed that top drawer. That was so fucking cool. Okay, let's go into it. What the fuck was that sound? Well, thanks. That scared me, and that was my husband's juicy fucking fart. Thanks for that one.
Gotcha, bitch.
December 13th, 1947.
Just...
Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
So fucking cool. This game is so fucking cool.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
So gross.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
I realized that she was sent her to bed without dinner, but lock her in her room, like, I don't know.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Ugh. Can you imagine? Just eat the fucking fish.
Oh yeah, protein.
It's better than the next thing she eats.
Vegetables. wrong vegetables.
Oh no. Before the vegetables, honey.
Oh, synthetic materials.
I kept eating and eating.
Like, honestly, it could be a mixture of that and the fucking vegetable that fucking did her in, you know what I mean? Like, toothpaste and holly. I feel like.
I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Meow. Meow. So fucking cool. It's cool, like, the video game, how it made me a cat and shit. This fucking story, so not cool. Like...
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Birdie, birdie. Come to kitty, kitty.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
That moment when you remember that one of the brothers ended up naming a future cat Molly. And we're playing as Molly right now and she's a cat.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm just saying, who popped some Molly and fucking decided to write this story?
I jumped and I almost got her.
Come here, birdie, birdie.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled
The
her
movie
up,
came up?
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
First time I played this, so fucked up. Still gonna be equally fucked up this time around, man.
Rabbits.
Poor little Kottontale, man.
I mean, you can't tell me a beautiful white owl.
Owls are beautiful, yes. I love owls, okay? Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Mama rabbits.
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry.
Let the owl eat the
I
Kottontale.
started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
She's a shark in a fucking tree. Telling you, what kind of fucking acid trip, right? Let's flop. We're magic shark instead of magic carp. Carp, magic shark. I guess it would be shark, magic shark.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now,
Ugh, I hated this part.
hungrier than ever.
I hate water. It's like it's giving me such
I
anxiety.
wanted fat, juicy
We have to
soup.
eat this fucking seal, man.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
We have a fucking tentacle. And at least
Now
now,
I
since
saw monsters, and I smelled people everywhere.
my brightness is up, the first time I did this, it was so fucking dark, it was so hard to maneuver. Gross.
I was big, but I moved real wide.
We never get to see the fucking giant squid either. We only get to see this juicy looking fucking tentacle, yo.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I wanted to stop, but also didn't. Ooh, about to get a drunken morsel. Come here, big boy. You ever been eaten by a giant squid? You're about to now. Ooh, that ain't booty. That was not the big kind of booty either. That was booty. I like how the bird's showing us which way to go. I never noticed that.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slid onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This game is still free. Let's see, it's 26, for 7, 20, 29, 30, 31. 5 more days. This game is still free for 5 more days for PlayStation Plus users. What remains of Edith Finch? I recommend just putting it in your library, downloading it and playing it at your leisure, because it's fucking cool. Oh, this bathroom looks awfully familiar.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
I will be delicious. That is so fucking creepy. And that, my sweet little Kottontales, was our first immersive
I'm not
death
sure if
story.
I felt that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
So, when we first played that, I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Like, we just took some acid, man. But I was thinking about it logically, and I was like, you know, she obviously died from eating the berries, and Justin's like, she was hallucinating off the berries too, and that's why she thought she was a fucking variety of animals. Like, but it's clear that the different shit she ate that night, she poisoned herself, and, you know, ended in her death, which is sad and crazy and fucking, oh my gosh. One down, a bunch to go.
What you're thinking is true. Kids are fucking stupid.
It's true. We're parents and we can fucking attest to the fact that basically
Literally,
kids
you're
are trying to
not-
kill
you're not-
themselves. You're trying to keep them not.
Yeah.
You gotta keep them alive.
That's literally it. You're not trying to raise someone who's going to be a good person. They make those choices on their own. You're just trying to keep them
I
long
can't
enough
describe
in life
it,
to get there.
I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Yeah. You're just trying to keep them alive so they can make the decisions to be a good human. And teach them some values along the way. Molly. I explained why she turned into an owl. It was an owl mask. Alright, well. Let's head on out.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
stray kitten named Molly.
Named by her mom, which is so
Yeah.
sad.
Seriously. I mean, but if you think about it, that was her mother's aunt that she never knew. Because Dawn's dad is Sam, and Molly would have been Sam's sister, but she died before anyone else was born. Now, we've been in this room, and I thought I had found everything.
Great Grandma Edie's room.
But clearly we didn't, because this would be the place we would suspect to find Edie's death placard, right? All I know is this is my second time playing through, and the first time I played through, I got all of the people filled in except for Edie and Dawn. You know, was it a panic attack that kept us from finding it? Was it just an overlooking? Who knows? This creepy fucking bird cemetery, though. Built in 1937 by Edith Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
God damn it.
So, I'm putting up my purple and green hearts for all of the Kottontales that may or may not be here. Incognito, lurking, posted content, you know, the variety of ways. Then we got the bunny rabbit bitches blowing out some smoke, letting you know that Amber motherfucking Lewis is about to toke. I just need to reload Jaded Rose, so I'm gonna get her cashed out.
Oh, this fucking shit sucks. Oh wait, we're still streaming?
Probably.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh wow. So her great-grandmother was 72 in that picture, and you can see the houses doesn't have any of the top shit on top of it. Intriguing. I love how, like, the different pieces together and you learn the family's history, and seriously, I know I've been saying like a bad fucking broken record, but if you have PlayStation Plus, I highly recommend putting this shit in your library. It's called What Remains of Edith Finch. It's so hard to explain, but I feel like no matter what type of gamer you are, you'll get enjoyment from it because it's just so fucking fun. It's beautiful graphics, an interesting, amazing story that draws you in and makes you feel all the goddamn feels. And it is, if you have a mature kid, I definitely say that, like, a mature kid could play it, but it's just, like, it's so intriguing. No tutorial, you just dropped right into the game. I've played some interactive games like Batman Telltale Story and helped my husband play through, what is that called? The Wolf one?
A Wolf Among Us.
A Wolf Among Us. I helped him play through that. So, like, I'm somewhat acquainted with some interactive sort of games. I played Until Dawn. This is so different than all of them. And I'm so glad that it's free for PlayStation Plus users. Like, I said it before that I feel like this game alone pays for the PlayStation Plus.
You should really play that other game too.
The Witness? Oh yeah, I plan on playing The Witness. That one was free a couple months ago. This is the free game, one of the free games for May. The other one's Overcooked, which I plan on playing. Heard good things about that. Heard it's pretty hard, so just like monotonous and tedious sort of thing.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
You later learn that wasn't completely wrong. Oh my gosh.
It's not.
Lewis died
No,
a week
it's
before we
Lewis's.
left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
It's Lewis's little wood carving piece.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year,
All have
just in
one.
time to replace the old ones.
I just haven't found Edie's. Like, you would think that hers would be in here, but it's not.
Her room is like a museum.
Because, see, she has Odin's. Her dad's, like, little shebang, which we are going to view. I just, like...
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Right? Oh shit, we forgot to look at the dragon. We did it the first time around, but we forgot to look at the dragon from the porch. See, this is the type of game that you have to look in every nook and every cranny. Aww. Aww. She got her kids' handprints, variety of different sizes. Man. And then her grandchildren. Aww, poor little Gregory's tiny hand. Lewis, Milton, that's so crazy. And then little Edith. Gosh. See, the first time around we played this, it was so dark in the room and I wasn't really looking around for shit. I just was
Even
like,
in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
like, let's do this. This fucking bathroom. Oh my god, it still has... Holy shit. Holy shit. Let's just say those
The only
bubbles
trace
are-
Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Yeah, the hideous fucking pink bathroom. Like, hideous. But seriously, I definitely say that other than the Odin one, it's not in here, so who knows where we'll find Edie's fucking placard.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore in their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
It's so crazy because you later get to see the family cemetery. This memorial is fucking... It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal to like walk and like look at it. It's crazy.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Short, sweet, cute little thing. I almost wish that like you could put more of the
Whatever's
things
wrong
in
with
it.
this family, it goes back a long ways.
It's like, I want to know more. Give me more. Because there's like more of those things sitting around it. It also auto-saves, which is like, can be shitty for some people. Like if you're, oh wow. There's the thing that would go underneath Lewis's placard. Like there's always these little doilies, custom done. Oh, whoa. Is this the setup of the house? I think it is. That's so fucking cool. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. Just doing the once over, making sure I don't have any little gleamy gleams. No gleamy gleams? No gleamy gleams throughout this creepy fucking bird cemetery? Like, look, each little bird has a fucking little tapestry and then the how long it lived. Like, oh man, Edie was, I don't know, like, I get it, you know, pets are like family, I guess. There's a lot of birds, just saying. Oh my god, even the lock is pink. Fuck me. I didn't notice that the first time. That's crazy.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
So cool. Hidden in this book.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I just imagine this would always have so many spiders in it. like the thought of it, it's like, oh, that'd be so cool. But could you imagine the spiders? Couple turns land into a native at Haven. Milton, her brother. Let me out. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So crazy. The room of which he had to share with his brother for fucking 7 years. Like, this door's so depressing. Like, Sam and Calvin, and Sam's side goes up, you know, until he moved out, and Calvin's goes until he passed away. It's just like, like, I couldn't imagine making my child stay, you know? And it's so crazy, like, this side is, you know, like, he got older, so his isn't a play gym thing anymore, you know?
I knew
Whereas
Grandpa
this
Sam had
side
a twin.
is.
And that he never talked about him.
Yeah, of course he never talked about him.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Oh, Calvin, Calvin, Calvin.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
God, I don't know if I could do this again. Okay, we will. We must. I just have to use the restroom. What the fuck? It must be this energy drink. I don't know. My bladder is like, you have to tinkle again. So I'm actually, yeah, we'll leave it on the screen. hope that doesn't happen fucking every goddamn 45 minutes. Okay. I will say one really cool thing about this. So, this is the right trigger. This is the left trigger. And obviously, if you've never done a swing set, you have to put your feet out to go up and then put them back, and you kind of get this movement going, but you have to have your feet together. I think it's really interesting. It's like that, so you essentially have to get him going. But if you haven't figured out by now that each time we go into like a book, it's like a death sequence.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid of him. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh man. Yeah. We're just gonna let this little motherfucker swing for a hot moment. I'm getting anxiety because I know what's going to happen.
He finally made up his mind to do it.
So this is my second time playing through this game. It's crazy. To say the least. There we go. Pump your little legs. This is What Remains of Edith
told him
Finch.
going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
It is the free game. One of two free games for May. But welcome to Klub Kottontale.
But I doubt it.
Nice name.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Nope, I have not.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
He fucking flew, man. Nope, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Dude, every child that's swung on a swing set has tried to go all the way around. It's not physically possible. Like, physics keep it from happening. But let's be honest, you don't really want to. Like, that would probably happen, where you fucking fly off, and maybe not fly off a cliff and die, but fall off and hurt yourself, maybe break your neck and die. Shit. (1950 to 1961). Poor kid.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Wow, so this is the first time that it's been unroped. You fucking sousy 17-year-old pregnant bitch.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Milton was in there too. Milton's been everywhere.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Dude, each room is so fucking cool, man. You'll not be disappointed in this game. I know I'm not. And here's Barbara's shrine.
I just thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
How the fuck did we miss Dawn and Edie's shrine? I don't even know. Happy birthday, Barbara. There is one place that we didn't go the first time around, and I should have went there instead of going down into the fucking basement. But it is what it is. Hopefully this time around we get to do it. Dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote
This
about Barbara's
is so
death,
fucking
I'm
cool.
surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family.
Enjoy Tales from the Crypt.
Surprise and
Klub Kottontale style.
Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Ooh.
Getting better. I think I should
Ooh, that was crazy.
Her biggest test, her boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key to
This is when we first learned how to get in the basement.
is to keep winding.
And it's exactly why I went to the basement instead of going to the attic.
Until finally, the key pops out.
We're not going to make that mistake.
I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him. Right on cue. She reached for the music box.
I'm so excited. I was so fucking scared the first time when I did this, though. Honestly, like, through the whole game, I was kind of like... Because I didn't know what to expect. Got the Mike Myers me. Boom!
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
So cool. Blood. Take that. You take that. You fucking take that. Take that. I didn't do this the first time around. I just, like, was scaredly walking through the basement. Now I'm beating shit up because I can't. Move your fucking bitch ass. I'm walking through here.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Beat shit up down the stairs because I can. Where her dad hurt herself, or himself, which is probably what the blood is from. First time that happened, I was like backing up. I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh dear. Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your
Such a
streak.
fucking dick.
I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but you kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other grudge?
Yeah,
And she was still
she got it
there.
inside,
And she
bitch.
fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh well, that moment when that's a closet. Oh, I guess that's the door to... That probably always has been a closet. JK.
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Behind you, Barbara, behind you.
Saw the hookman and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Molly's room.
She sensed the story might not be over yet.
He's not moving. Bum, bum, bum. But where is he? He was right there.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... She whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Poor girl, man. What a way to die.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I was there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
So essentially she was mauled by her fucking fans. It's just, ugh.
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time.
And they kind of hint towards it because there's a moment where they show the vision from underneath the bed, which is kind of insinuating that there could be someone there. That's why you're seeing that angle. It does that. Like, this game is so cool. Ugh, ear in the fucking jewelry box. So gross. I'm gonna have to turn the fucking light on. I try to avoid turning the light on because even though you can barely see my face, like, as soon as I turn that overhead light on, it's like fluorescent hell.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was.
She's remembered.
Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That's like, there's a lot of people that just want to be famous, so it's like, whether it's good or bad publicity, they like it because it's publicity, you know what I mean? Like, for me, to be completely honest, like, I don't think I'd ever want to be famous. Like, I wouldn't mind being wealthy, because having money means that I can put my daughter through college, and if she hurts herself, I can take her to the doctor and get it fixed. You know, if something breaks down in my house, I can fix it. Like, I'd like to be wealthy because money you kind of need to live in this sort of society. But I wouldn't want to be famous because I barely like hanging out with my own friends because of my social anxiety. Like, if I was a fucking famous person, like, I would do it, but like, everyone would be very aware of my anxiety, which some people would mention it, be like, how are you doing? Is your anxiety bad? Which would give me anxiety. Like, I think some people think me sharing, like, my mental and physical state of being is, like, wanting sympathy or some bullshit like that. But it's just me sharing it so people understand that, like, you can be quote-unquote normal, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people go, wow, you seem normal or perfectly fine. And I'm like, that's my point. We're normal. People who suffer from mental and physical things, we're normal. It's just our normal is a little different. Oh my god, I look like I got, like some kind of sheen, like this whole portion of me is dark, and there's like a little bit of light on my forehead. Oh, that was, oh, booty. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. I found you, Miss New Booty. Each room is so fucking cool, you guys. Like, customized to the person, to a T, just like, so fucking cool. Alright, getting our pregnant belly back into
I
the
guess
little
now I know
crevice.
why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, because she didn't want you going in the basement, right? Duh. Okay. We didn't do this last time.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night of
I knew it. I told Justin, I was like, how much you want to bet that stair thing that I didn't check was locked? And I was 100% correct. Alright, that means the next thing we do is go downstairs to the basement. I'm gonna double
It's
check
funny.
for anything.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I want to make sure we got all the little gleamies, you know what I mean? Because, like, so far, it's exactly how I played it the first time. I'm just wondering, like, how and when we missed Edie and Dawn. Is that a packing peanut, or... I don't know what that is. It's shiny... Oh, box knife. Okay. Alright. Oh boy, oh boy. Too bad they never let you go back through the front door. Well, not back through, but like, you can't go through it. And once you go through the little doggy door, it doesn't let you go back outside. That's why, like, I spent a moment looking at the house from the outside, because it's just like, once you're in, it, oh my god, it's like progressive. I'm like turning, I'm disappearing before my own eyes. Getting dark. See, it doesn't let us go back through the doggy door that got us in here. Double check, make sure I don't see any gleamy things. Gleamy, gleam, gleams. Just double fucking checking. Because once we go in the basement, like, there's no going back. Okay. Alright. Down we fucking go. I'm gonna have to turn that light on. First time I did this, I just thought it was so cool, like, looking at the basement, not comic book style. Oh my gosh, don't touch your eyeball, Amber. I hate that. I'm one of those people, like, when you have something in your eye, I initially try to put my finger in it, but then, and then I, like, go, no, and then I try to use, like, the side of my hand or, like, my wrist or something. It's, your fingertips touch so much. To put that in your fucking eye
Mom
is
said the
just...
basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I think the basement's cool. It's got the little wood pieces for her little placard things. Looks like she was building a dragon of sorts. We got some cute little gnomes that look very Disney-ish. Just saying, those look like some 7 dwarfs up in here. Sven. All sorts of stuff. The saw that he fucking cut his hand on.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Oh.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Maybe. I love how this is moved. It was in the doorway, but it's over in the corner now. Like, bow, 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 bow. Creepy ass fucking basement. I hate basements. I hate basements so fucking much.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Okay.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
One moment. Can't take this. Too dark. I'm disappearing you. I always fucking forget. Still getting used to our new house, so Forgot that I just needed to stand up and flick it that way instead of going over there and flicking the switch. But yay! See, the lighting's not the greatest, but you can fucking see me. Okay. I want to get to our
She said after
destination.
Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
And then cash out Jaded Rose. So after Barbara died...
If there's a pattern in all these stories...
He did what? I already know. I'm trying to play coy.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter. 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 I couldn't imagine. This, it's like, it makes me... 2005. Fucking can opener with fucking peaches and shit. Oh man. Alright, Amber.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 fucking years.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
So it's like earlier when Edie was, told that people that there was a mole man underneath the house, there technically was a person underneath the fucking house. Like, what the fuck? So fun. You actually have to, grab it and then...
But after a few days,
spin it.
I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Interactive story?
Having a schedule, living for today.
1968.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
That's just not living.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
So crazy when you find out what the monster is. This poor fucking guy.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
Albinos, oh goodness.
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin.
Thank you.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
I'll wait till they're not super hot.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
Oh, a little hot. Oh my. That's cool.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it.
Thank you.
Especially the food.
You see I was walking on a railroad track?
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun in my face.
Boom. Death.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down there.
Obviously, the monster, which was the train, killed him, but it didn't kill his siblings. I do think it's crazy, though, that out of all the siblings, he lived to be the longest, but was he really living? You know, he was surviving in this bunker, eating peaches day in, day out, you know, playing with trains, which, what kind of ironic tragedy
I'm sure my mom was
is
trying
that?
to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I didn't look like Walter.
That
But
meant
if
it
she
was good
had
even though it was
people eat
warm.
article under the
I need to
house,
let it cool a little bit. I burnt my mouth before
I
eating
can only
chicken
imagine
nuggets.
what else she was hiding.
It's so crazy how, like, backup generators
I
work.
don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
This is all lit, but the house had no power.
So there's someone living in the house.
Yeah, Walter. One of so Odin is the person that you're playing's great-great-grandfather. Your great-great-grandmother is Edie, and her son Walter, which would be her youngest son, but he lived the longest, he was living underneath the house. Yeah.
Bury something that's still alive.
So if you just happen to be tuning in, whether you're watching as posted content, potentially, or you're here right now with me while we're live, it's going on 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I plan on playing until about 10:30, however far we get. Or if we end up getting to the portion where it's Gregory's story, a portion of it gets blocked, so it fucks with the posted content of the live content.
Now that there's only one of us left,
So we won't be playing that one.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh, Walter. 1952, 2005. Oh yeah, it's coming up to where you'll get to see the house, babe. So, I know you're looking forward to that. Yeah, it was so crazy. At this point, I was like, okay, we don't have Dawn, we don't have Edie, you know, we don't have all the Sam person, and we ended up feeling, like, when we get to, at this point, we didn't, you know, have all that stuff filled in, but by the time I had ended, all of it was filled in except for Dawn and Edie, so if Dawn and Edie was in that first portion, I don't fucking know where.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Died with me. See, there were so many hints, and I just didn't even get it. The ending wrecked me. Absolutely wrecked.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Oh wow, the drain that the... Whoa. It went went down the drain. That's creepy. That's the drain that the squid had went through.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Make sure there's nothing over here. Pretty sure there isn't, but you never know.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Just trying to make sure I investigate everything out here. Cause what areas I may not have previously checked, just to be sure. No gleamy thingies.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
The house is so fucking cool. So crazy, but so cool.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Definitely.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting a house?
And this is where we get to see the cemetery.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery may be more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine. 2 had been my fault.
So many fucking pets. Bunny rabbits, fishes. Frog, dog. Bunny rabbits, cats. Fish, Christopher.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Yeah, the cemetery is so fucking cool. Molly Finch. I shit myself. So obviously we had found out that she died the 13th of December in 1947, but when I found out her birthday was December 11th, I was like, not only did she die, 2 days after her fucking 10th birthday, but my birthday's December 11th. The kitty cat girl, like, how crazy is that? So cool. Oh, damn. Barbara died on her 16th birthday. And her birthday was Halloween. That's fucking nuts.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Let's see. How cool is this monument, though?
She could see it poking out of the water at the tide.
Are you ready for this, honey? My husband is very excited to see. How cool is this monument? We saw it in a picture. It's so phenomenal when we were able to stand next to it. We got the house in the background. But this is pretty cool what we're about to do.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Damn, it's out there.
Right?
That's wild.
Just chilling.
Wow.
And at low tide, they can only see it. Like, how crazy is that? Like,
Edie's side is always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Gregory Finch?
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Damn, Gregory was almost 2.
That's real lovely. Check out my screen.
I see. It's fucked up. But yeah, Gregory is almost 2. January 12th is when he was born. 1976. Passed away December 19th, 1977. Well, he had his birthday in 1977, so he was 1. If he would have gotten to 78, he would have been 2. So crazy.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Norton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
The missing boy has your birth date, honey. Yeah, he would be 2 years younger than you. Yeah. See, in this, you find out is her mom's husband. It's like, where's the mom's body? Is she not buried here?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I mean, 7 billion people on the planet, 255 days a year. I'm bound to have someone on my birthday.
Right.
Looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Right, fucking 22 weeks pregnant doing all this shit. Yeah. Starting to get into the tap.
I never met Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Oh, dude, this one's so cool.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but
grandfather's.
Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Sam, 1950 to 1983.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Oh shit, a box of K stuff. Ugh, it's creepy how, like, someone was sleeping in it. And then it's just, everything stopped. Yes. Let's go into Sam's story, shall we?
Dawn, I promise, we'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Like, you get to control the camera. How cool is this?
It's too early, Dad.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Edith Finch National
Smile,
Park.
Dawn. Okay, got it.
Oh, well, her eyes are...
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Beautiful birdie.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Nah.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Hey!
Took a fucking picture of him peeing.
Going outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died. Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Oh, this shit, man. Shit's so crazy.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Look at her all fucking upset.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
sick.
normal, Doc. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Fucking took a picture of literally the last moment that she sees her father before he fucking dies. Like, what kind of fucking... ugh.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
So
After
coming
Sam
up to one I've
died,
mentioned,
my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
I will not be playing this one because it will give us a nice little blizzity block. But Gregory, oh man, horribly triggering for me as a mother. Just like seeing this and realizing like, oh gosh, like for some reason up to this point I had just like selectively not paid attention to the fact that, oh yeah, a baby passes away before he's 2.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry yet.
Can't imagine her writing poetry, but what's this?
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I learned.
Husband and wife. You make him cry.
Dude, I bet you the Puget Sound gets some great fucking wind.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Fuck you, Dad.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
What a morbid fucking poem about your brother, right? Who died because he was being a little fucking teenage prick and didn't want to see his father get married. So he fucking was just flying his kite, and then fucking it was his ending.
If I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
But yeah, the first time I played this, we had done Gregory's story before Gus's. I'm not doing this in Club Kottontale because I don't want it to have fuck with the posted content. Also, I'd just rather not.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
You would find the mother's thing up here. Like...
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
See, you think there'd be something up here in the loft. I guess we're going up and out. I just feel like that we should have found both Dawn and Edie by now, but...
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Older brother Louis.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
I love this, the mom and kid little garden.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
And I thought I looked around the classroom sufficiently enough, but I'm gonna double check.
But it didn't last.
See, it gets to Milton's.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him the castle.
His 10th birthday, when he got a motherfucking castle. Milton, 1992.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
I love how fast-paced this game is, especially if it's not your first time. You're not like wickedly scared for no reason. I mean, it wasn't no reason. I was having real anxiety, but feels like no reason now, you know. Milton. Looks a lot like Jughead from fucking Archie comics.
Milton Finch in The Magic
The
Paintbrush.
Magic Paintbrush. This fucking thing is so cool. Poof, gone.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
And the next one we come is Lewis. Lewis is so fucking crazy, man.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
I feel like I've searched everything that's in these next sort of realms, so like I'm super intrigued to know like
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room.
where and
Until
how
Mom
I
got him
missed
a job at the
something.
cannery. Everyone was told me to stay out of Lewis's
1988 to
room.
2010. 1988
Except
to my
Lewis.
I have a brother that was born in 1998. Or 1988. I do not have a brother born in 1998. I don't know why I just said that. My brain is like, doo doo doo. This one is, oh, it's so fucking trippy. Like, this shit is so trippy. As if everything we've been doing isn't trippy.
Lewis's room smells very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
His ganja bedroom.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
I'm gonna come back to Lewis's fuckery. Don't worry.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch. I wish we'd stayed.
See, and this is their little apartment thingy. And you think there would be something for her mom in here. Because if we go upstairs...
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Unless you're never meant to find the mom and grandmom. Like, if we end up getting to the end and it doesn't have, like, you know, Dawn and Edie filled in, like, I'm just gonna feel like you weren't ever supposed to find them within the house. There's something that pops up when you finish the game. I just, like, I don't know, so I wanted to replay through it. But we still haven't found their fucking placards, like, it's throwing me off, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought for sure there was gonna be some gleam in here that I, like, seemingly missed, but up here takes us to the girl that we're the pregnant girl's room, and it will take us into a whole other, like, montage-y sort of thing. So let's go down to Lewis's and do the fucking cannery trip. Oh my gosh, we need to fucking hit the pipe because this shit's so fucking crazy. Ooh, she went down them stairs really fucking fast. Whew. Oh, Lewis Finch. What a crazy way that you die.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Yeah,
Newly
he was
sober,
not
I
abusing
believe
marijuana.
Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
After playing it, it's literally like he should have just stayed smoking the weed, because then maybe he wouldn't have ended up where he fucking ends up. You know what I mean? Like,
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
do you remember this one at all?
His mind began to
It's
wander.
so hard, like, at times.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
So the right trigger is the fish and the throwing. The left trigger is the little
Like a whole new Lewis.
It's kind of hard, but
So I
also
let him
really
go on.
intriguing. First time I did it, triggering. Might trigger me a little bit this time around. Won't really
I
know
even encouraged
what
him.
happens. Unfortunately.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Mooiisstt. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Some of these names, though, are, like, honestly, names I want to use in, like, Minecraft and Sims. Louistopia.
And songs for them to play.
There's, like, Metropolis or some shit.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Do you mind reloading your reload, baby?
So he could do whatever he wished.
Okay, no worries. Just, you know, cutting fish,
He held an
pet
election
dog,
for
and a
mayor.
bunch of people following me. He held an election for mayor in his mind.
And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
New Louisville.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
So sad. Just sailing in his mind. Okay, so the last time we did the
he heard
handsome
rumors
queen,
of a
we heard rumors of a handsome queen, but this time we're gonna do a beautiful prince.
beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for...
We went radiant rainbows, so he's gonna go for sinister.
sinister serpents.
So not cute.
He followed the sound of his...
We did the silver harp, so we'll go electric guitar this time.
electric sitar.
Oh, sitar. That's so cool.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
This is just as depressing as the first time we did.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
So crazy.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
This part, I was just like, we're in the cannery. It looks like the break room, and then we come across his locker, and it's just like so crazy. Like,
I began to forget the world we know.
poor fucking guy, man.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
I wouldn't, ugh, no way would I work in a place like this. For one, I fucking hate salmon. But I wouldn't be like, no, this is,
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Look at this guy. It's like, you can't not feel bad for him. Look at him, just fucking... shuffling his fish that ain't there.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Here we are.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
On a fucking conveyor belt, like...
including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
A fucking cat named Molly. I still stand by that the person who fucking made this shit was on Molly or acid or some kind of psychedelic. Like, they were not just smoking weed. If they were smoking weed, they were also smoking, like, all sorts of shit.
His prince waited, holding his crown.
What a way to fucking imagine, though, right? I guess it's better than dying. Oh, dude, it's got the king guy. Check
There
it
was
out.
only one thing
King
left to
instead
do.
of the queen.
Bend down his head.
I do think it's kind of cool how the king's outfit is purple and green with rubies.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
And that's how Lewis came no more.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
See, Grego is filled in at this point, but like I said, we're not doing that one because of the block, and also I'm not trying to trigger myself like that. Like, I'm not even going to play that shit tonight. I'm going to play that tomorrow or something. And really, I don't have to.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
So crazy how there's like new
I'm not
steps
sure she
because
wanted to make it easier
shit's
or harder.
broken. Okay, double check that we didn't miss anything in here. Oh wow, her mom wrote a book about teaching. How interesting. Wow, lots of stuff did get left behind.
What happened at night had been coming for a long time. Maybe I should have come sooner.
So fucking cool. All the stars and cranes and shit.
But it had to end one way or another.
I still can't believe that her little area is in the fucking tippity top. She's on her hands and knees. Time to tell her unborn child about that night. See, and so we must not come across Dawn and Edie. I'm convinced of that. So we're gonna watch them after we're done watching the craziness that is all of this.
Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go over it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
This game is
Edith,
so
you're
fucking
excused.
quick. Just like boom. Done. I do think it's cool that we were able to do a complete run-through, beginning to end, only minus Gregory's
the power had been shut off that morning.
Story.
But Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Her were like little kid Edith.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Last time she just started going through into it. This time she's like not. How interesting. Last time I just walked towards it and she went into it. She's not doing it this time around. She's intriguing the hell out of me. Oh, there we go. They didn't hit the sweet spot.
You're afraid that isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know the story.
My children are dead because of your story. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you. there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way
Aw,
out.
dude, this shit is so crazy. So fucking crazy.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. No, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the
This
fog
is so
rolled
crazy.
in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back
This
to
is
them.
like some, like I was like, acid trip. Like, I've never taken acid, but I feel like it'd be something like this immersive trip that this lady's
Things
going
I
through right now.
can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Yep.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
So crazy. But good motherfucking evening if it just happened to be...
I never saw Grandma
in.
Edie again.
This is my second playthrough of the game, What Remains
The next
of
morning,
Edith
I ran
Finch.
to pick her up. She was home.
So far, it's exactly how we expected. Slightly
After
different
that,
because I
we
did,
moved around a lot.
you know, make sure to, like, extensively check for things. The one thing that we didn't end up doing is going on the porch and looking at the dragon.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Interactive. I just love it. It's such a cool game.
A few
So
years
cool
ago,
that they gave it to us PlayStation Plus users for free for May.
my mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
I mean, I guess we're finding out how she dies right here.
She got
it
better
just
for a
doesn't
while.
draw her in the book until the ending.
And then she didn't. And
We'll
then I
have to
was alone.
replay the story and see.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
17 and pregnant.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh, it's so weird. We're in the
This
womb.
journal was
We're in
supposed
the
to be for
birthing
you.
canal. Let's pop
Now
out
I
this
hope
pussy.
you'll never see it.
But no, seriously, in all seriousness,
I just want to meet
this
you.
game is so fucking cool. I recommend
Tell
it.
you all these stories myself.
Fucking 100 out of 10.
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
When I read that, or it was saying it to me, I busted out in tears. Just like realization, like she's dead, and the
This
kid
is where your story begins.
the one on the boat. And,
I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
I was bawling when I first saw it. I was like, oh my god, it was her son on the fucking boat. Oh my god. It's just so awesome. So, while those credits played, I'm going to itch my back and get a bowl loaded. Give me my last bowl for the evening. Once the credits are done, it will pop the Dawn and Edie thing up, which I'm only assuming because, like, you're not meant to find those things. Although, how'd her grandma die? Doesn't really, must have just been of old age.
Oh my god.
I don't know. What's up, honey?
This one game is really hard.
Oh yeah, what game are you playing?
Cuphead?
Oh, the Cuphead game. I've never played the Cuphead
You
game.
wouldn't like it.
No, I know I wouldn't like it just from watching you play it. But yeah, but doing the second playthrough, I definitely say that if the Dawn and Edie plaques are in that fucking house, they are well hidden, because I checked every nooks and crannies that we could. So the fact that they pop up after the credits just leads me to believe that it's meant to be that way. I don't know. Oh, what up? Oh, how you doing, Sissy Wolf?
Jesus Christ.
Cuphead is making Justin very angry.
Oh my god.
Girl, I don't know if you...
meant to be super hard, but sometimes, come on.
Yeah. I don't know if you have PlayStation Plus for your PlayStation, but if you do, you should you don't have to download it, but put it into your library. This is called What Remains of Edith Finch. It's crazy. Like, crazy. But you're tuning in at the best time. Excuse me, keep burping because I had an energy drink, which I'm not finishing because it was just enough to keep us up this amount of time without getting drowsy, but I can save the rest of that and have it potentially for tomorrow if I wanted. Ooh, you burnt your hand on a torch? Youch. That fucking sounds painful. But I just finished my second playthrough of the game. It's so fucking cool. Make sure to have dabs and weed because it will trigger you a little bit, but I'm telling you, sissy, it will be so worth it. So fucking worth it. If you're not interested in playing it, feel free to watch this after it gets posted. The only thing that's missing out of this one is the Gregory story, but it gets blocked anyways because of music in it, so you'd have to, like, it's weird, like, the video that I have of that one, it's like blocked but not, like, it's viewable but not viewable. It's fucking weird. Ugh. Speaking of dabs, like, I put Crumbo on my bowls, but I haven't had, like, a dab in a while. I just imagine that would probably throw me on my fucking ass. Just like... It's not as bad as my finger. I cut it and don't know. The end. Damn. Damn, sissy. That sounds so intense. So, as you can see, the only one that's not filled is the gravy one, and that's because I didn't do that one because it would be blocked anyways, and it's really intense. Like, it triggered me the most. But you see Dawn and Edie popped up. So, I am correct in thinking that these are meant to pop up at the end. So, I want to see if it's something that we watched and we didn't realize it was telling us about her death. Like, watch the Edie one be her walking. Interesting. So it took us to her in the loft before she writes. Interesting. So that's where that Edie one took us. Interesting. And then I can only assume the Dawn one is gonna be her in the hospital bed? Seriously though, I hate that. Like, when you look at something and it ends up being deep and you're like, when the fuck did I do this? Like, I mangled myself.
I'm gonna get this. It's pretty good. This is insane.
Alright, so literally the mom and the grandmom thing is just the whole little spiel at the end with the daughter doing her damn thing. So the first time through, we did good. We completed it. Like, properly. No. It's meant to be ominous. Like, it's not scary, though. Like, you might get scared at times, but there's nothing that's scary in it. Like, I'll go to Gregory's thing. It will let me. I don't think it will let me, because oh, it will. So, a couple reasons why I'm not doing it is, one, it will be blocked anyways, but also, two, the first time I played through it, I was just like, oh my god, this is not fucking happening. Like, I'm a mom, so as soon as I saw the crib, I was like, holy shit, a baby dies? Like, what? Like everyone in this fucking game dies. And, like, I played it through, and it was so crazy when I was playing through it. It was, like, magical, but also, like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, and I plan on playing this one offline, just so we can have it 100%. Like the first time that I did it, I just didn't, I thought I missed something. You know what I mean? I was like, why did Edie and Dawn pop up at the end? Like, what the fuck? Why didn't we find their murals? But you're not meant to. Like, literally, they're meant to pop up at the end. Feels good knowing the first time I did it properly. It was fun doing it a second time just to, like, see things that we, you know, may or may not have missed and stuff like that. But, yeah, it is. And also the way it happens, sissy, it's triggering. I'm just, you know, it's not, it's not very fun. Just saying, but we have a beautiful little view. Perfect for the bowl. It's such an awesome game. It takes place in Washington State in the Puget Sound. It's just so fucking cool. Like, well worth for free. Honestly, like, it's the type of game, like, if I was recommended to someone, like, I'd be like,
kill him.
It's short, but it's so worth it. You should. Like I said, if you have PlayStation Plus for your PlayStation 4, I highly recommend just putting it in your library, and on, like, a really good day, just, like, fucking play through it. Do you mind putting on the fridge for me? I'm just smoking a bowl, and then I'm going to end my meeting, because then I'll be headed off to bed. I do want to say how awesome it is that we have a complete playthrough of the game, minus Gregory's little bath time debacle. You know it's a good game when the story hits you on, like, a personal level. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you know it's a good motherfucking game. Yeah. So fucking cool. Just so fucking cool. I will say this, I don't know if you're still here, Sissy. You'll have to make sure to go into these options and make sure it's brighter, because when it starts out, it's like here in the brightness. And as you see how much darker everything, it just makes it more ominous and like bum 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 type of situation. So, and also your music will be super high and stuff like that. Like, customize it to you, because it'll make things way better. I recommend highest brightness, just so you can see what the fuck you're doing, you know what I mean? But we're going to smoke this bowl, and then I will be ending this meeting. I want to say thank you so much to anyone that may or may not have left an opinion. An opinion, of course, is left in the form of a like for Kottontale or a like for Dick. It is your opinion to give, not mine. But thank you so much to anyone that has left one. Tomorrow's a busy day. Tomorrow's Monday, and we have some traveling to do. I got Hosey Posey, which is so fucking needed. Yeah. Tomorrow, I woke up today, I didn't feel like getting any extra sleep. Tomorrow I can't get as much extra sleep as I could have gotten today, but if I want to, I may take it. Just feel refreshed before going to Hosey Posey. If I do get up, though, I think we'll just, like, get a head start on the day. Because it will be a busy day. And it's Lewis Sunday tomorrow. Like, my husband will have to make sure he gets into bed no later than, like, 4:30 so he can get proper sleep for work. But that's life. Hopefully his vacation goes through, so we just have a few days. Like, we'll be preparing for our daughter's birthday party, but we're just having it at home, and we're not doing, like, something super duper extravagant. Really, push come to shove, if, like, something's not exactly how I want it, what the fuck ever. We only have been living here for, like, gosh, we moved in March 11th, March 12th, something like that. It's May, so April, May. So, it's been 2 months, but still, that's not that very long when you think about it. Like, because we moved everything, and this is, like, our forever home, so we want to try to, like, make sure everything's just right. Did you want to talk, babe?
Yeah, 1 second.
Ooh, okay. Sweet. You beat the boss?
Yeah, we're just playing regular levels that are still just as fucking hard,
but not as hard as that fucking debacle that you had done.
Yes.
It's like, no, I'm being smoked. You don't need to put that on me.
On it.
So we'll be ending soon. Just finishing this bowl. It is after 10 in the evening, which is like the latest I've stayed up in a long time, but it was so worth it to play through this game with you guys. I really, really recommend you fucking play through it yourself. Even if you've seen gameplay, I can guarantee it's just different when you play it yourself. Like, so much fun too. So fun. Remember to live your life 100% yourself, regardless of what some motherfucker thinks of you. Love yourself, and you will be loved for who that person is. No shame at all. Being yourself is the most beautiful you that you can be, if you didn't know. Until next time, remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. Sleep well if that's what you're about to do like me. See you in the next one. Bye.